Now let us see the resistivity of various materials. So resistivity, as we have seen that resistance was simply rho L by A. So this L and A are physical dimensions of the materials, hence resistance can be changed by taking long wire or with smaller cross sectional area. But this rho is something called material property and it can be changed only by the changing of material. Suppose for two samples, if the material is same and their resistance is different, that means their dimensions are different, either one piece is longer than other or their cross sectional area is different. But if we calculate resistivity for both of them, since both of them are made of copper, so resistivity would be same. So resistivity is a fundamental constant which is dependent only on the material, not on its size. So resistivity is listed in table given below for the materials conductors, semiconductor and insulators. Okay, so three type of materials: conductors, insulators and semiconductor, depending on their resistivity in an increasing orders of their values. So this is in increasing orders of values. Metals have low resistivity. Metals have generally very low resistivity, 10 to power minus 8 ohm to 10 to power minus 6. Hence, they are very good conductors. So, low resistivity means they are offering very low resistance in path of charge carriers. That means charge carriers can easily move in metals. That means they are more conductive. At the other ends, insulators like ceramic, rubber and plastics having resistivity of 10 to power 18 times greater than of metals or more. So if you multiply this with this, so you get a value of about 10 to power 10 to power 10 ohm meter, which is very high resistive. That means electrons or charge carrier cannot easily flow in these materials, hence these show almost no conductivity at all. In between, so there are two type of material. 10 to power minus 8 means very less resistive, from that to very high resistive 10 to power 10. There are some materials in between. These materials are called semiconductors. These however have resistivity characteristically decreasing with the rise in temperature, that we will discuss later, that what is the effect of temperature. But their resistivity is definitely more than that of metals and less than that of the insulators. The resistivity of semiconductors are also affected by presence of a small amount of impurities, that we will also study, that what is the effect of impurities in semiconductors. So there are two things: effect of temperature and effect of impurities. This last feature is exploited in use of semiconductors for electronic devices. So there are effects of impurities and temperature in semiconductor that increases or decreases, or we can say changes their conductivity very widely. And this last effect, that means by introducing the impurities we can change their resistivity, and that has a very wide use in electronic devices. Now let us see what are the materials. The resistivity rho, the unit of this resistivity is ohm meter, and this resistivity is 0 degree Celsius, because this resistivity is not only a material property but it is a function of temperature. It is a function of temperature. So whenever this resistivity we measure, we say that this resistivity at 0 degree Celsius or 25 degree Celsius. We always specify the temperature. Now there is another term which is called temperature coefficient of resistivity, alpha. So what is alpha? Alpha means if we increase the temperature by 1 degree Celsius. If we increase the temperature by 1 degree Celsius, how the resistivity will change? How the resistivity will change? So this is temperature coefficient of resistivity. Similar, as we saw the expansion coefficient in materials with temperatures, that means So this was the length at temperature T. If we increase temperature by 1 degree centigrade, so its length was increased. So for this length we calculated a coefficient which was expansion coefficient of temperature. Temperature coefficient of expansion. Here what is the coefficient? Temperature coefficient of resistivity, that is also alpha. But only one different. There were three coefficient. One was the linear expansion coefficient, another was the areal expansion coefficient because area was expanding, third was the volume expansion coefficient, but here only one because resistivity is a material property, does not depend on the size of the material. So there is only one coefficient of this temperature coefficient of resistivity alpha. That means suppose if we increase temperature 1 degree Celsius, what would be the resistivity after that increase? Okay. So let us see the formula first. So this is d rho upon rho dt. So this is the formula. Okay. So compare it with the formula of linear expansion coefficient. How did we calculate? Change in length upon total length into temperature change. Similarly, see, change in resistivity per unit resistivity like L. Here we have change with rho and per unit temperature. So what is temperature coefficient of resistivity? Change in resistivity per unit temperature. So the dimension of resistivity and change in resistivity cancels out dimensions, only the unit is per degree centigrade. Unit is per degree centigrade because unit of this delta rho, again change in rho is also have same unit ohm meter, and this also has ohm meter, and this has a unit of degree centigrade. So this cancels out. So unit is degree centigrade inverse. So let us see some common materials. Let us see first few conductors: silver, copper and aluminum, similarly other conductors. So silver has a very low resistivity, that means it is highly conducting. Similarly copper and aluminum all have very low resistivity, that means these are very highly conducting. Again if you see this temperature coefficient of resistivity, all these numbers are positive. So I am currently discussing about these three materials, but similar holds true for other materials. You can see other materials. So here you see these all are positive numbers. That means suppose this is the resistivity given at 0 degree Celsius. If we increase the temperature, so their resistivity will increase. How? This is, what is this quantity? Delta rho, change in rho upon rho into delta T. So this is alpha given for all of them. Okay. So this is alpha, and alpha is positive, means that means their resistivity increases with temperature. So as the temperature increases for these materials, resistivity also increases. Now let us see some semiconductors. So similarly you can read for other metals as well. Now let us come to semiconductors. These are three semiconductors: graphite, germanium and silicon. Silicon is most widely used semiconductor. If you see here, graphite has very low resistivity while silicon has a very high resistivity, but silicon is still most used semiconductor, and there are many reasons for that we will discuss later. But if you see here, the temperature coefficient of resistance or alpha is negative. That means if we increase the temperature, their resistivity will decrease. For semiconductor it will decrease. Now for insulators have very high amount of resistivity, that means their conductivity is almost 0, hence their temperature coefficient cannot be calculated. since the resistivity is so high, so change of the resistivity would be almost zero, which cannot be measured. Hence there is no measurement of change in resistance. So again, if you see, their resistance or resistivity is quite high for this fused quartz. This is 10 to power 16 ohm meter, and for silver it was 10 to power minus 8. So again you see that for silver it was quite low. For this NaCl, that means common salt, and this fused quartz, it is quite high. Even for pure water it is quite high. That means these materials are not conductive at all. Thank you very much.